I'm kind of a pessimist. I'm kind of a like.
Kind of.
I'm a pessimist. I just don't. I don't like Disney. I don't like.
What?
I don't like. No offense, but
I understand it.
I don't like candy coated shit. That's not the way the world works.
I understand.
We live in a fucking cold place.
See, and
like people like that. So, for instance, we talking about God and shit, bro. Like I said in the other episode, there's a bug that exists that only goes into infants' eyes and eats their brain from the inside out. This is where we live. And I feel like it's dangerous to act like it doesn't. And when you have music that's like, baby, I just want to love you for who you are and treat you like the princess. Like,
but that exists too.
Up. No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
It does like, not exist.
Sean Johnson, O-Head Steph, Sade Renee.
Namaste.
You tuned to another episode of the IC. Welcome.
Hey guys.
Welcome back. We had to go ahead and get a little active.
How's everybody's week?
I don't remember.
Nobody got no damn week?
I don't remember my week. It was a blur.
I'm not gonna lie, it's been a busy week. Stream back up and popping. We've been doing some things on the stream side. O-Head Steph, you know what I mean? Follow me on Twitch and YouTube. But then school back at school.
Yep.
Had a lot of paperwork to do, you know what I mean? Get these Bertuccini Alfredo right. You know what I mean?
Oh, I gotta get my books.
I
gotta get my books.
I gotta get my books. But everything good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I've been a little busy. I'm over here looking scruff McGruffus. I know I've been saying that for quite a few episodes, so we gonna get it here. But yeah, everything cool. What you been up to, Dubs?
Me, man, working, stacking. We've been building the set, as you can see. Let me switch the cam.
Yes, sir.
Building the set. It's getting there. It's getting there. You know what I mean? This year we want to turn it up. And for anybody that's watching, leave your comments. Leave suggestions on what you want to hear us talk about, what you don't want to hear us talk about. If it's love, if it's hate, we're going to appreciate the feedback and we're going to transform our show according to the feedback.
Yo, deadass, we out here to cater to y'all. You know what I mean? Anybody that has been supporting, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's not easy starting a new podcast, especially amongst all the options that you got on YouTube nowadays. Like every time I go on YouTube, shit, I go on for one thing and end up just in a rabbit hole. Next thing
It's
you know,
a buffet.
Discovering how rabbits are formed or like how fucking vegetables are not organic plants. Next thing you know, aliens, and then the fucking Obama was a fucking, I don't know. It's just, I be all over the place. So the fact that you landed here with us, so we really appreciate y'all. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you.
And YouTube is like, you got with this shit, you gotta stay consistent.
Consistency.
We only on our 33rd, 32nd, 34th, 30 something episode.
30 something episode.
And that shit feel like
Forever.
Yeah, we
it's
just
almost been a year.
started. Yeah.
In like a couple of months, we've been here a year, so we just got to keep going.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, and that's the thing, bro. It's kind of hard because it's like, you know, we ain't rich, you know what I mean? We straight. We doing all right, but we ain't rich, you know what I mean? And so we out here taking our time, our own equipment, putting it together and trying to make shit happen. So we definitely appreciate the love. It's a lot of work that goes into this. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. We need that. You did.
All right. Yo, what's been going on with this motherfucking weather?
Yo.
In New York.
I don't know what the fuck it is. Last week was Ice Age. I remember coming outside and motherfucking running back upstairs and putting on an extra layer of pants because that shit was ridiculous. I don't know. But today was... And
then it rains every other day.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But they did say that the weather's going to change, man. They said global warming is a thing. I don't know. I ain't no damn scientist. But that shit is for real, for real. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just glad we ain't getting no snow yet. It's coming though, bro.
It's coming. It's definitely coming.
You think we can get through the whole winter without no snow?
Nah.
We didn't we do that shit one
we did that?
No, it like snowed and then it rained and went away.
Yeah.
But it snowed, but it is.
But we went through a whole winter.
No, but it did snow already though.
It snowed a little bit.
But it was snow.
I mean,
last year I got stuck.
I mean, like
some
dig out your
blizzard.
Dig out your car.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to dig out my car.
Yo, that ass, bro. I just be having flashbacks of like living with my parents, bro. Like every time it snowed, I got so fucking tight. My parents got a big ass driveway. So that drive, and it's a crescent. So like and ain't nobody going out there but me. Like my little sisters ain't going out. My brother don't live there no more. So it was always me, bro. That I had to go out there and shovel that whole goddamn driveway. I am not about
shoveling's fun.
Shoveling ain't fun for shit. What?
I like it.
What you be shoveling? Because I need to know.
I lived in like a little like townhome, and it was like a little just like 6 houses, and I just shoveled the whole thing. Everybody's steps, everybody's walkway. Used to be out there having the kids building freaking snowmen and igloos. I don't know. The snow is fun when you can choose to go out into it.
I'm good when I'm out to go
when I got
crazy.
a car and I gotta dig my car out and I gotta like find parking, that's when it doesn't become that's when it's not fun. But I love watching it come down. It's so pretty. And if you don't have to go outside, I enjoy it. Like I love having snow days and not being have to go into work.
Yeah, I love that part about it. I'm not gonna lie. But you remember when kids was like, oh, it's snowing, they want to go out there and have fun? I was never that kid. Like I was a weird kid, bro. I feel like I was born to be an old man. Like I niggas see snow, be like, hey, my mom go outside and play. Nigga, what? Hell no. I'm in the crib, bro.
Sometimes snow is fun.
Not for me. Niggas, I do not.
You never used to walk and I used to walk and make money when people who have houses shoveling and shit.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I did a lot of things. I sold a lot of stuff as a kid to get money, but when snow, I don't play with cold. I do not, like, I'm one of them people that's like, if it's cold, I'm not doing anything. Like I cancel dates. I done cancel plans. I'm not going nowhere. It's snow.
It's funny because I was just thinking about that. I'm reading this book, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins.
No, he about to make me feel like shit.
No, you know, because you was in the military.
Yeah. And my nigga,
they were talking about Navy SEAL training. You know about that shit?
Yeah, I know.
Yo, them niggas tied his feet and hands up and tossed him in the water. Mm-hmm. And he said it's drown proof training. Mm-hmm. Nigga.
Nigga, you know.
Nigga.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga said, I forgot what this nigga was talking about. I'm reading this book and I'm looking at the back. Like, you know when you drinking something, you start looking at the label like, this shit good. Like, this nigga is going crazy. They have them in the middle of like the ocean, 3:00 in the morning, pitch black, just cold, treading. And all type of shit. And I'm like, I can't even take a cold shower.
I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Maybe that's where like my real like hate for cold comes from. When I was in the military, I was in Korea. And a lot of time we do a lot of training events. Most of the time we do training events. We outside. And we sleep outside for months at a time. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know if you experienced winter, like real bad winter, but winter over there is different. Like
it get cold. It get cold over there.
Cold. Yeah, and I'm telling you, it was like negative something. And we outside, we had to sleep there. So we sleeping outside and we had generators for heat, but them shits do not kick. Like it's not, and they go out in the middle of the night. Somebody has to wake up to put gas in it. It was normal to wake up and I'd have to like rub my eyes like this to open them because they were frozen shut.
What?
I'm telling you, like and that was like, and when I think about, like, I'm honestly, sometimes I think about the things that I did in the military and I'm just like, who was I? Like that nigga, I was an X-Men because I don't know how I would do it today. But specifically about the cold. So when we wake up in the morning, we have what you call formation. Formation is like where everybody just basically, it's like a head count almost for the most part, and a briefing of what the day will look like. Yeah. You gotta wake up about 5 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's in formation. Call out everybody's name, whatever. You have a uniform that you have to wear during and for some reason it's not based on the weather. It's based on the date. So our formation, so after the formation we work out. So usually we're in workout attire, shorts, t-shirt, sneakers, socks. That's it.
In the snow? We
have a winter workout attire, but we're not allowed to wear it. I don't know if that's changed, but we're not allowed to wear it to a specific date. Now, I don't know if you know about Mother Nature. You can't be that bitch. Can come when she want to come. Like, you know what I mean? She do what she want. I would be outside. I'm talking about like 5 degrees in shorts and a t-shirt, just standing in formation like this. Formation is like 45 minutes to an hour.
That's correct. Word?
You are just standing there.
Doing what?
whatever the fucking first song I want to tell you, or whatever the fuck.
Oh, it's like a meeting?
It's like a meeting. And then you have to work out. So before you work out, we have to stretch. We do all these little minor workout stretches in the fucking cold on the floor. And it's like, yo, I remember specifically the day I was standing in formation and it was the coldest fucking day. And I just kept saying, like, yo, why are we not allowed to wear our winter shit? Why are we not allowed to wear? And it was like a week away. It was a week away from that date.
You just raised your hand
I'm just like
why are we not wearing this sweater?
Yo, my nigga, it was that day I decided I will never fucking be cold and not be able to do anything about it again in my life.
That makes sense.
So, like, I don't play with cold. I'm sorry.
You think there was anybody soft in the military? Like, was anybody?
One more thing I gotta explain about the military. Like, all this shit you see on TV and the movies, like where it's just like some nigga that know how to do multiple forms of karate or martial art. That's not how the military is. There's a lot of niggas out there like that. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say I was one of them. I was in the middle. I was a cool nigga that was like, hey man, I'm here for a check and a better future. But I'm willing to bust my gun if I got it. You know what I'm saying? I did the MMA, I did boxing, I did all that shit in there. But I wasn't I wasn't a ranger. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't no Navy SEAL type shit. And there's a lot of people in the military that you know, like, yo, I really hope that this nigga's not on my side in my platoon. Wow. Because there's a lot of soft niggas. There's a lot of fat bodies in there. There's a lot of, and I don't, it's not to fat shame anybody, but when you're in the military, you're not really helping anybody if you're out of shape. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be out of shape.
Yeah, that's true.
So, in the end of the day, like, don't think what you see on TV, I'm sorry, I don't keep going to rant. Being in the military ruined a lot of fucking movies for me. Like, when you see a motherfucker just holding two motherfucking machine guns, my nigga, that's not possible. Not only is it, of course, it's not possible. You're not hitting anything.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of bullshit you see on TV. Like, and I get it. You know, they want to depict, you know, our country's heroes a certain type of way, which is cool. I get it. But just realize it's not how it is. You can definitely be soft and be in the military.
That's crazy.
I won't say like, no, you can be soft. You can be soft and be in the military. I've seen a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's funny. I have very fond memories of the snow. I got fucked up in the snow, but y'all know that hill in front of Isaac, on the side of Isaac?
Yeah.
I lived across the street.
Oh my God. So, you were sliding down that motherfucker.
What? Yo, one year, like, we used to make these ice bumps so that it goes up like a ramp.
Yeah.
Everybody got fucked up. Everybody had black eyes, bloody nose, busted lip, but it was so much fun and nobody would go inside. We would be outside all day. All day, just running up the hill, going back down. It was so much fun. One time we made a freaking igloo that was just like a whole corner. Yeah. Like, you could walk through it and come out the other side. We used to have mad fun in the snow. I don't know. My dad was a little big child. Yeah. So he just used to have us doing the wildest shit, and he would get all the kids together and like all the kids that be outside, and they'd be like, we want to help. Yeah. We used to have so much fun.
That's dope. I ain't gonna lie.
We used to have so much fun.
I think that is dope. I ain't gonna lie.
Sledding on garbage cans. My dad used to buy us real ass sleds. Yeah. But like, you have kids out there on cardboard boxes taped together. Yo, anything to get down that hill. But that hill was so crazy. Like, you might lose your life on that hill, but we all came out a little bruised up.
Yo,
it was so much fun.
One of my top 5 videos of all time. Migos, same color T-shirt.
I don't think I remember that one.
What Mama Told Me.
I know the song.
And they had on the parkas in the snow.
They was in this. You don't remember that video?
I stopped watching videos. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, it's crazy because I remember catching music videos
after school.
What?
And taping each one. That got me into directing videos. So like, I watch everything. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, music videos used to be like a huge part. Like, nigga, I got 106 and Park's coming on. What? That used to be huge.
Because you couldn't like go on YouTube.
Nah, it was none of that. You had to catch it when it was coming on.
Word.
What time is it? Oh hell no, the top 10 is coming on. You know what I mean?
I was definitely obsessed with music videos. I used to get in trouble for taping over. You know, you get the Nickelodeon tape. So we had the like VHSs. I used to get my ass whooped. Just putting the tape over the little square and taping all the videos.
I ain't gonna lie, we was bootleggers in my house.
My cousin in the Poconos, they didn't really have the channels were different. So the team, they didn't have it. So when I used to go up there, they'd like, bring your tapes, Sade, bring your tapes. And I just used to have all the videos. Like, I was obsessed with music videos. I loved them so much. And then they had the show where they had like Direct Me, where they show like how Hype Williams used to make the music videos.
Oh, yeah.
I used to love that shit.
That was fire.
I'm surprised. I mean, I went to school for like film and animation.
Same.
And we learned that. But I had never thought I would get into it. But it was something I love that shit.
Dope. I ain't gonna lie. Making videos, and I used to love them too. I honestly blame it on I don't blame it. I just feel like it was, once I got in the military, I don't know. I lost touch with a lot of shit. Changed. I went in the military and we was in the past. And when I came out, it was like, wait, what? I didn't know what Instagram was. I didn't know none of that shit. I just had to learn. I caught up.
It's like when
that.
niggas come home from jail.
Yeah. It kind of felt like that because, like, I mean, not to say we didn't have it in there, but it's just my focus wasn't on that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So. Like it was like I didn't even know where to ask to like where are music videos played now like I just
it's a whole different
so you gotta be
world.
like you gotta be subscribed to that artist and then the video will be like pop up on your feed like I didn't
music definitely like it changed especially the way that we listen to it but I don't know I enjoy all of it I collect music.
I still love music like I told you I was saying last episode Uzi Vert my guy.
Yo, so I didn't know that this was true. But I thought it was funny. This nigga, Young Thug, got caught selling some perks in court.
Get the fuck out of here.
Word. And his lawyer saying that he didn't know it was going to happen. Trying to defend him and all that shit.
Wait. He was in court selling perks?
What the fuck?
Word. This nigga was...
What? Like, why would he do that? They already trying to throw him under the jail.
I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares.
He can't.
At this point.
Not doing no dumb shit like that.
Unless he knows somebody like addicted to that shit and is going through withdrawal.
In court though?
That's wild.
In court though? You can't wait till you get back? And
I mean, like, that might be the only chance. Nigga had to get that home. I don't know.
Like, what?
That shit is crazy. Like, it's like the internet is like the wild, wild west right now.
It is.
Like it's like completely ridiculous.
Nah, the internet is going crazy. Like the whole court system, the shit that's going on right now. They going after rappers, like talking about gunning up the snitching. It's just kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like they set themselves up for that. Like it's just like I know a whole bunch of dudes that grew up and they were on that gang shit. I always thought it was stupid. I never understood it. However, it's just like there's only a few things that can happen. Yeah. Like you either gonna be like most of the dudes I know is either dead, or in jail, or had to move out of town to like get their life right.
You know what I feel like changed about that gangster shit? It went from like a necessity to like
an image. Yeah.
Like niggas used to like back when we was growing up, niggas was like hustling because they needed to survive.
Yeah, it was a gang. I call it the Lost Boys.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now like people is like, oh, this is just the path I'm taking.
Yeah, it's like, weird. It's mad.
I don't
weird.
understand it. Like I don't understand. Like I don't know. Like not to shit on nobody, but this nigga Tiger, for instance, Tiger was like, I don't know if you ever seen Tiger before he was famous. He was on that show. Like it was a show where he was like. We gotta like react to this one day, but it was like a show where he was trying to like I don't remember what the show was, a game show, but he was from like Beverly Hills. His parents had some money, just a goofy little kid trying to look like a thug. Then the nigga got famous for music and moved to the hood. Like I feel like that's the mentality nowadays. Like niggas have to like. I don't know, like how many of these artists do you believe?
None of them.
I don't think it's necessarily about believing them. I look at gangs like they're street fraternity.
Yeah.
So like you know when you go to a college, you'll have some of those kids that are popular naturally. Mm-hmm. Then you'll have some of those kids that are popular because they're on the football team or popular just because they're in a fraternity. Mm-hmm. Like fraternities, they give you access, like social access to girls, events. Like don't you notice a lot of fraternities have their sister sorority and every party the fraternity, the sorority be there, so there's gonna be bitches at the party type shit. Like you know what I mean?
I just feel like when you famous, like you are the sorority, or the fraternity, my nigga. Like for me personally, like
you're talking about gangs and like people being famous.
Yeah.
I think just in general, like it's almost like the hood is college and niggas gotta stay connected, so they join the gang.
No, I think some people use it.
A lot of people are gonna find that offensive because like they're generations on generations of being in the gang and being, you get what I'm saying? So they're gonna be like, this is a fan, especially niggas out in LA that like.
That's what I'm saying. To some people, it's like real life.
But like it's just what we see in New York. Like a lot of times people are just joining it just to be a part of something. Yeah, just to be a part of something.
I mean, I get it. If you got no way out, whatever, you know. That's culture for you. I get it, but at the same time, like, I don't know, niggas is really dying out here, girl. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, it's not a game.
That's what I'm saying. And then you make music, like, just talking about killing people, and I just don't think that that's like cool. Like and I know like some of these rappers ain't never touched a gun in their life, and they talking about like I just think it's whack to like perpetuate those ideas. It's dangerous.
I do think it's necessary to have an army of like niggas that you know that could fuck shit up.
That's fine. That's different.
I agree. You know? I agree with that. I just but they should be your niggas though.
Soft friends.
Yeah, that's tough.
You get what I'm saying?
That's tough.
Soft friends. How far do like real soft friends go that like, and I don't mean just like friends with like a hard exterior that just act aggressive and just niggas that will, if some shit hit the fan, that will really be down and there for you. You know what I mean?
I see. That's the thing.
That's what I see in gangs. It's just like I live in a dangerous environment, and it's like I want some soldiers. I need some soldiers around.
Some of the niggas in gangs ain't about that though.
But that's what I get though. So like so in an environment like this, so like basically what you're saying is like if you grow up in that environment, you need protection.
You need soldiers. But in a situation where it's like it's not like that, what's the reasoning? Yeah, that's different.
Because it's a look. Because some of them join it and they soft and they just want the look. Like they want people to think that about them. Like it's almost like they aren't inherently naturally intimidating. No, that's me. They're not naturally inherently like intimidating, so they need to build up that persona so they come off intimidating. Like it's almost like it's like a badge where it's like I'm strong and I'll shoot a nigga. Like shut up. Like I just like of course like I feel like what did Lil Wayne say? Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Like you don't like the most gangster niggas not walking around advertising it.
Yeah.
He can take your head off. He can fuck you up. He can take you out, and you won't know that.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a platoon type of thing.
That.
It's a platoon. Just like you wearing your red rag or blue rag out your pocket. It's like I'm part of this platoon. You get what I'm saying? So having problems with me is having problems with this infantry.
Yeah.
That's all it really is. I guess like rap has took it to a different thing to where it's like now like Dipset, what they did with Blood. You get what I'm saying? Or like you have like literally you have Blueface, that's his image. His image is of being a Crip rapper. Yeah. Before it was like a little behind the scenes, like you know what I mean?
I think I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's okay not to be a thug. Because in the end of the day, like I've never in my life claimed to be a thug. But I feel like, you know, I've had my fair share of dangerous situations and I still get busy. Like I feel like when you portray that type of lifestyle, you attract that type of lifestyle.
Right.
And just by not portraying it, you kind of like lower your interactions with it. But when the time comes, you know, you handle it accordingly. Like, I feel like a lot of like granted, if it's somebody trying to rob you, that's a whole nother story. But if it's, so you talking about some like, I feel like a lot of niggas will respect the fact that like, yeah, no, I'm not on that thug shit, bro. Like, all right, whatever. Like, what are you getting? What points is you getting for trying to press somebody that's not on some gang shit?
So you're saying it's like, it's really assuming the identity.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a nigga walking inside the party is like, I smack anybody in here. Somebody gonna stand up and say, smack me, nigga.
Yeah. It word, yeah.
And that nigga is the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. But if you walk around here and just not talking, like nobody like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't feel like if you attract it, it's coming your way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, so in the end of the day, and granted, again, this is just for a particular group. Like, I'm talking about if you really live in an environment where that's what the environment is like you know, Chicago, LA, whatever.
It's like being in survival mode. Yeah. And I always like looked at people who are a part of that, and I was just like, y'all are running like an organization or a business. Imagine if y'all took that same energy and did something to really change people's lives.
That's like why that's why I say it's not that. I don't want to say it's not that bad, because especially in Black community is detrimental, but like it's necessary for a certain archetype. Like we almost need our own infantries in our hoods, but
we shooting at each other. So what good is that?
That's true.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like
in a sense, Jade and you were talking about on a business like or building something positive, it never goes that way because it's never called a gang.
Exactly.
A gang doesn't fucking do that. A group of like-minded individuals.
It's a corporation or a business. And I feel like it's just a low vibration entity.
It's very low vibration.
And it's very circular. Like, niggas fighting over blocks. Like, that's weird.
Like, there's actual Bloods and Crips that's like out here trying to like change the way shit is.
Hustle.
Nip fucking like, well, I'm not gonna say Kendrick because he's not Blood or Crip, but he's like, you know, they actively Game even was like for a while trying to like, yo, let's put the guns down type shit.
Like take it to another level. Like how long are y'all gonna stay in survival mode?
That's what I'm
saying. If the point is to survive, like okay, at what point do you start living?
Exactly. And it's just like, bro, like at this point, like you can't tell me that life is as bad in these minorities, in black culture as it was in the 80s.
It's different. Changed. This is what I'm saying. It is different, and there's more opportunities to become like monetarily, financially, like you don't have to resort like to what they're doing. I feel like it's just become like a thing that we do now. Like it's kind of stuck with us in this way where it's just like it's unhealthy and almost unnecessary.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there isn't still like obstacles
shit going on.
Yeah, I get that. If it's necessary,
it's
necessary. But I feel like there's a lot of unnecessary shit going on.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of unnecessary.
I agree with that. Just the fact that like growing up and like seeing rappers and shit, like how they used to be like superheroes and shit.
Yeah.
Like think about how many kids that we seen that are rappers that died within like the last generation, like that last evolution of hip hop.
Too many.
That's like seeing, like, think about just like. That's like seeing Fabulous, like Jay-Z, Jada Kid, like all like these goats, like get picked off like that. These niggas lost XXX. These niggas lost Pop Smoke. These niggas lost Lil Peep. These niggas lost people that were pivotal.
There's way more than that.
No, I'm saying but they lost like that's like us losing DMX as soon as he came out.
Yeah.
Like they losing
because it's some gang shit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily gang shit, but it's just like,
you know what it is too. Also, do you remember how it felt when you were like 20 and then like you first felt that independence? You drinking, you having fun, you going out, you can go out wherever.
Yeah, that
feeling of I'm untouchable.
Yeah,
I'm a god. I could do anything. Nothing could stop me. I tell this is something I told my sisters, like, and I still, because they're still young. They're 10 years younger than me, so, like, they're in their early 20s. And I always tell them, like, yo, life is scary, but the most scariest part is your early 20s. If you can make it out your early 20s, you're good. Because that's when a lot of motherfuckers die.
Yeah.
You know how many people we went to high school with died?
I know some people that didn't even make it to 20.
They didn't even make it?
Yeah.
Car accidents, fucking drunk, overdosing, getting shot, stabbed.
Yep.
The reason why it's so dangerous in your early 20s is because it's the first time
you taste real freedom. Yeah.
And niggas don't know how to act. You know how like you go to why do you think 30 niggas in their 30s don't go to certain clubs? Because niggas don't know how to handle their alcohol.
Word.
Niggas is like, this nigga
always a fight.
This bitch walking around barefoot and throwing up. This bitch kissing on fucking 3 different niggas. This nigga over here jumping on. It's like, my nigga, chill.
People letting off for no reason. Yeah.
Nigga, so you ever been in a club like that? How it's smelling there?
Yeah.
Stink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because nigga, it's a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of kids on alcohol.
Yeah.
It's like they don't know what to do yet.
Yo, when you think about what a club is a crazy place.
It's fucking
like
insane.
let's take people in a dark place. Let's turn all the lights off, right?
Dark room.
and give them and make them drunk and give them drugs and let them just play music.
Let's
drown it out with music. And see what. Let's just see what happens.
Yo, explaining that to an alien
club.
What?
It's fun. It's what we do on the weekends.
I'm telling you, and that's the thing.
It gets
bro.
wild.
I feel like, and then like just think about that, and then if you add fame on top of that,
oh yeah,
hell nah, bro. Nigga, you couldn't tell me shit when I was broke with $40 in my pocket going to the club at 20 years old and driving around my mom's fucking Pacifica. Nigga, give me $1 million at that age, bro. Nigga, I don't think I'd have made it either.
Yeah, I would have fucked it up.
I definitely would have fucked up the bag.
Yeah.
I'd have been out here. Somebody would have got pregnant. Nigga, somebody would have probably got crashed. I don't know. Somebody would have got, I don't know.
Yeah, it got pretty wild.
It gets wild.
Definitely.
And that's what it is, bro. And it's just like, nobody wants to hear or adhere to fucking caution when they just got out the cage. Word. It's like, my nigga, I don't want to hear none of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I know you free. I know you just hit the bag and did it. Nigga, I don't want to hear none of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear none of that. I'm out here living.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So it's like,
I was just thinking too, like when you were younger, like a young man, you have new synapses. Like you have new, like
shit tastes better.
Yeah, like you have like music sounds better.
Sounds better. Sex hits
like you
hard.
get to, I'm not sure about everybody, but you get to like this age and music almost sounds like you heard it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I still love music, but I remember I don't get as much goosebumps to music as I used to.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just me, but I remember when the synapses were new, and it's like, what's this?
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while comes, that, Oh, this is something.
I want to get in the lab. Like,
but it's like, you like right now, I don't know if it's the age of music right now, but it's like I was talking about with somebody music moving spirit and how much music actually moves people's spirit nowadays. You know,
I don't think it's soul music.
But I don't think it has to be the genre of soul music to move music.
When I say soul music, I mean, you know how you ever like listen to music and you feel like your spirit's moving inside your body, like your soul's moving. You're not dancing, but you can feel it like somewhere deep inside you, and you just end up tapping your finger or like bopping your head, and it just like moves you.
Yeah.
Like it's like soul stirring.
But people feel like that with like Lil Uzi Vert.
I do feel like that from Lil Uzi.
That's what
Lil
I was
Uzi
gonna
does
say.
that to me.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I disagree. I feel like this is what a lot of older generations do to the younger generations, and they don't understand is nostalgia is the biggest drug on the planet. There's not a lot of new things happening in our lives. We're very routine based now. Everything is like,
comfort zone.
You know exactly what you're going to do a month from now.
Yeah.
You know exactly what's going to happen 2 months from now. You could probably have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen about a year or 2 years from now. When you were in high school, my nigga, and you were on first day of junior year, and you woke up Nigga,
it's on.
You don't know what's about to. I don't know if there's a new bitch in the school. I don't know what new niggas. Who's gonna be in my class? I got this new fit. Oh shit, the new Jordans just came out. This new game is coming out too. Oh, nigga, this nigga just dropped an album. This is the theme of the year.
So you think it's routine that's fucking us up,
bro? That's not even just routine. We experienced it all. Not all, but we experienced all the things to like. We know. So it's like this. Kids are scared of like monsters under the bed.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what the fuck could possibly happen.
Yeah.
They watch TV and saw it there, like, why can't it happen here? They can't see that, like, that's not normal shit that happens.
Yeah.
We already like, oh, we've been here long enough, like, all right. We know. Like somebody like does something like crazy, then it's like, why you think like we don't have anything that's like we don't know what tomorrow's gonna be like. We're not shocked like that no more. We pretty much can figure out.
Oh, like life kind of lost its shock value as you've experienced.
The roller coaster is like this when you were a kid.
I think that's why older people look to travel.
Because they're looking for that
building
feeling
experiences.
Again. Yeah. That feeling of I don't know.
So you're right, routine fucks us up.
So and then when kids, nigga, you gotta think the first time you got some pussy, bro, what song was playing? I remember.
There ain't no song.
My whole life has changed since you came in. And that feeling, bro, I'm like, oh my God, this is perfect. The song is here. We move into the music. Oh my God, the weather's nice. It's sunny outside. The sheets smell so good. I remember that day, bro. Like this. That song will forever be attached to my life.
That's so funny.
I will always remember it.
Yeah.
And then you know what happens later on? Man, niggas don't sing like Genuine no more, bro. You know? That's what happens.
Right.
It has nothing to do with the music. I feel like there's a lot of bullshit that was out when we was younger.
Oh,
you turn that shit on now. I'm like, yo, turn that shit off, bro. I hated that song. But you got to understand, like, it's
new experiences.
It's the experience tied to music.
Yeah.
That doesn't represent your good times.
Yeah.
That represents their good times.
Right.
And I ain't gonna lie, part of that sucks. It's like, what does that leave me? Is my time over?
But I think that's why you got to be open to it. Like I love, like y'all know I have kids. So I love when they put me on to new music. I love like being a part of their world. It's just like what's going on, like knowing like what's going on. Cause I feel like that's what it is. Like,
and I feel like that's dope. You'll relate to your kids a lot more because you do that.
Yo, those are my people. Yeah. Like they come in the room and they just like tell me like the new words that kids are saying. And I'm like, what?
And you'll be hearing, I'm telling you.
And then I'll hear it, but it's like I remain connected.
Exactly. Because now you know when that song playing,
right.
You know where he's at mentally.
Yes.
It's like, oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah. That's like I made some of the music it just may not be for me.
But I think there's a little bit of difference because I'm thinking about what you're saying and it makes sense. Mm-hmm. And I still have songs that are tied into experience, and I'm like, oh damn, I was playing Trippie Red CD when I was at this job, and I was going through this, and it was still the same thing. But I'm talking about like stimuli, like hearing like something and like the hair in your body raising. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like,
okay,
you get like something.
There's still good the quality
like
of music.
like magic, like coming like from actual music. Like I remember the first time me hearing like Jay-Z public service announcement, right? And we just playing in the car, and it just. And you're just like, oh, you get what I'm saying? Or like, I'm sure there's songs like that.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's still songs like that, but it's like when's the last time you got goosebumps from a song?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. My ear to the music is not how it used to be.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But that's the thing, though. We had so much more invested in music at the time. Yeah, like you couldn't tell me an artist I didn't know of. Yeah, that was relevant.
Yeah, now they're like new wrestlers.
Exactly. It's just like or new Pokemon. My nigga, like, bro, I counted 100 already, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so at this point, it's like I'm not looking for it, but I'm sure it's there. I just have other things on priority for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I those feelings are great, but like I can't do nothing with that. For me personally, I'm not gonna lie. Like I can't do nothing. That energy it will create for me would be not useless, but it's just like it's not as dominant as something like making a new accomplishment or like whatever my goal is on right now.
I was see, I pair it with it because I love music, new, old,
That's
all
dope.
of it. So like now it's almost like I don't know, maybe it's my ADHD brain, but I love having soundtracks to whatever period of my life is. And right now, like I might have some old stuff tucked in, but my playlist is majority of stuff that's
happening right
now.
And
it's just
too.
like the soundtrack. Like there's certain songs that are new that I play on a Friday.
We're mixing the two.
And it gets me going.
Yeah.
It get like there the other night I was listening to Steady Mob, and then I put on Rich Spirit. Then I have on Little Uzi, and it just literally just got me like my car is bumping and people are looking out their window.
I'm talking about something different though. I'm talking about to the next level of that. I get what you're saying with the with that, because I think everybody still has that. I'm talking about like, you ever see when they do this those experiments with water and sound, and the water starts making like vibration patterns. Yeah, geometric patterns and things like that. I think that's what goosebumps are. Like vibration is hitting you in a certain way.
Yeah, I feel like that shit's still out there. We're just not looking for
When's the last time you like? That's what I'm saying. When you get older, is your stimuli reacting different?
I would think so.
Are your synapses like not as fresh as they were when you were a kid?
No, I don't think that's what it is. So here's something. They say when you are in a new relationship, the amount of dopamine your body produces for that person stops being that amount after 2 years.
The honeymoon phase.
Exactly, pretty much that. So literally your body's developing less chemical, rewarding chemical feelings for that person after 2 years. I feel like music is something similar. I've taken a break from music. Or I've taken a break from a genre. Like I remember I stopped listening to hip hop for like a whole year and a half, maybe 2 years, and I was just listening to R&B or like alternative R&B, like Robin Thicke type shit, and that did it for me because I needed something else. I just felt like it's the same shit all the time. Right. You know what I mean? So like, if you're just looking for that like that new feeling of the hot music. I think it's not just one thing. It's a multiple things. First off, the nostalgia. This is what's going on in your life right now with the music. Is this the theme? Also, that camaraderie of like people that are in a group that makes a consensus. Like, yo, this is it. This is that shit. You know what I mean? You don't have that no more. We don't have like a common ground of people that are just like, yo, this, and then that energy circulates.
Sharing music's a love language.
You know what I mean? Exactly. It is.
That shit
is
a
just
love
you.
language.
And then 3, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, like if you listen to the same genre over and over and over and over, it's just like, you still like it, but it's just like.
Maybe that's why I said I still feel that, because I listen to literally everything.
So you get goosebumps all the time?
I wouldn't say all the time, but I know how to get my fix. I know.
I'm talking about goosebumps.
Like the first time you heard, let's say, that Meek Mill, hold up, wait a minute, y'all gonna make me feel. That shit was fire.
It's fire, but it's not
goosebumps.
Nah.
All right, so like, how about like some when Beyonce, what's that movie? Whitney Houston, fucking love you, whatever that shit.
Those songs, I don't know. It's
what song gives you goosebumps?
You gotta remember, I'm into like producing and stuff. So like I would hear certain samples, or I'll just be going through like 808s, a certain 808, give me a goosebumps to a certain melody I'm doing. Yeah. So like I go in and out of it. That's why I'm asking about it now, because I go in and out of it, and when I'm producing and I'm looking for the goosebumps almost like as a detection of like, I'm gonna use this. This is the one. This is it.
All right. So for me, I remember like 2 songs that I know you don't fuck with Drake like that, but Drake, when I saw, and it's not a popular song, but Practice. When I heard Practice for the first time, it's like I felt like this is the moment when Drake was passed on the torch from the whole Cash Money clique, because he's doing Juvenile song. Yeah, and did it on some sexy shit. That was like, oh, this is that nigga. The way they did it, delivery, I got goosebumps on that.
You know what's crazy though? Like I know you haven't taken psychedelics, right?
Nah.
Yo, so I took mushrooms, right? Mm-hmm. And you notice with mushrooms, like a song will be playing, and
you feel something.
Like the air will be cold, everything will be chill, right? And then you'll play another song. It's almost like music. It encapsulates a certain energy, and when you play it, it releases that energy towards you. They say mushrooms that it's really just food poisoning, so it's offsetting your synapses. So like we feel things the same way that we're feeling things. We're just looking through a different lens through our body. So like you'll play a song, right? Mm-hmm. You'll play like
don't play funk music.
Like a Kanye song, and then you play this and you play that, then you play another song and shit starts levitating and dancing. Mm-hmm. It's almost like your world starts awakening because of like the vibration
coming from the music.
Yeah.
Like funk music on that shit, it felt like fingers were grabbing me. Like you could literally feel the music. It felt like my skin had ears.
I know. It's not for everybody, but what I'm trying to say is it's all tied into vibration. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like just like talking on a podcast, like with everyone sober, like what in your regular life gives you goosebumps, because I feel like that's a like clear detection
emotions
of what type of like it's soul stirring.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you, like,
it's like it's pulling you towards something.
Any type of music where I can see an emotional, the same thing we was talking about before the podcast.
Yeah,
when you had an emotional response like that, like. Anything that any type of trauma in your life or any situation in your life, a relationship, whatever, that sparked this, when I can feel your emotion through the song, that does it for me.
Right.
That's like, I know what you're saying is you meant every word of it.
Yeah.
Like you were hurting, or you were angry, or you're elated, like something, like whatever you are going through, like you're not just writing a song.
Yeah, Paramore.
You are telling your heart right now.
Yeah.
You're putting it on the song. That's what does it for me. Like Eminem, what song? He's talking about his daughter. What the fuck?
Is it what is it? Mockingbird or something like that?
What the fuck? What the fuck? I gotta find it. I'll let you know afterwards. But also fuck. I don't know if you ever heard of Michael Kiwanuka. Oh man.
You know what does it to me? Like Pharrell breakdowns.
You could tell he's just like I feel like I can see this nigga
he constructs it.
Yeah.
And it's not, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's sonics for me, because it's not like he's saying something that like applies to like my traumas or emotionally. He switches the key. Level. He switches the key and he's like doom doom boom.
But he's just going crazy.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
Like he
like,
taps into that kid that's just like that. I know what you mean. Like
so
that core of Pharrell. When he gets there, you can just
when he breaks down like, excuse me, miss, or if he's breaking down like, you know, any one of these Pharrell beats, like he can just take you to a certain arrangement of chords that like.
Well, he's gonna go crazy.
Stimulate you.
Yeah. I agree with that. But I for me, still, it's the emotion. Like I don't know. Something about like even with movies or anything.
Movies, yeah.
It's something that's just like it's like the epitome of a certain point.
It's like hearing a aerial shot. You know, an aerial shot, cause like movies do it too. Like when I'm like doing a short film or something, and you see a scene and it's in super slow motion, and it's the top of the Grand Canyon, and it connects with the you know, and you see everything all at once, and like it ties into the story and this and that. Like there's certain It's almost like hypnotizing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or like when Goku hit Super Saiyan, my nigga. You ever remember that moment when we waited fucking like? Did you watch Dragon Ball Z?
And it took forever.
It took forever when he finally hit that hole.
And you're like, yeah.
It was just like, this is the moment. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like that epitome of like,
your face gets warm, your body gets tingly.
Just like I don't know.
This is gonna be a hard show to name.
Yeah, it is. Because I'm trying to like, yo, it's like any other day, like I'll be able to just say this, explain it to you what I'm trying to say, like
because it's essentially drops. Like if you listening to fucking Dead Mouse, and we're trying to explain drops visually, sonically, emotionally.
All that.
It could be like somebody's daughter.
It's a profound, spiritual, deep experience that you have when you're listening or experiencing music or media. In a moment, like that's what I said. Because Paramore does it for me. Paramore, I can listen to old Paramore and it just makes me feel something. Like
The Weeknd. I'm sorry.
The Weeknd does it. I fuck with The Weeknd. Yes, hell yeah.
The Weeknd for me. I don't think this, and this is gonna be a hot take. I don't think there's another R&B artist that I fuck with more than The Weeknd at all.
Yeah.
Because he's not singing on some "I love you" type shit and what everybody wants to hear.
Dark shit.
It's dark.
What is that called?
Is.
Melancholy?
That was one of his albums.
But wow, that's crazy. Though.
That vibe,
yeah.
Because someone likes to say I listen to sad girl music.
I've shot
definitely
a good amount in your videos, and like you got to remember, right? When you're editing somebody's videos, you're running the track back over and over and over and over and over because you're trying to get the clips right. But you end up really listening to the words.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yo, this song is such a dark ass. Sometimes I'll be listening to shit and I'm like, this is such a dark ass song. And I gotta go up and I gotta do something. I gotta get up and do something.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm sorry, but yo, that's
so you're saying you live in that world.
I live in that world.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, I jump.
Yeah, it's
I jump.
God,
it's tough, but like
it's heavy.
Oh damn, okay, so now we're getting like a little bit but I mean like, all right, so hold on. So let me explain. So like I'm kind of a pessimist. I'm kind of a I'm a pessimist. I just I don't like Disney. I don't like no offense, but
I understand it.
I don't like candy coated shit. That's not the way the world works.
I understand.
We live in a fucking cold place.
See, and
like people like that. So, for instance, we talking about God and shit, bro. Like I said in the other episode, there's a bug that exists that only goes into infants' eyes and eats their brain from the inside out. This is where we live, and I feel like it's dangerous to act like it doesn't. And when you have music that's like, "Baby, I just want to love you for who you are and treat you like the princess," like.
But that exists too.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
It does not exist.
As ugly as this world gets, and maybe that, like, I'm as dark as they come, but I don't know, maybe it's that bipolar nature. I can see it both. Like, I've seen the dark shit, but life can be so fucking beautiful. Especially,
it can be beautiful. It can be beautiful.
Especially when you take shrooms, you see how vibrant and beautiful it can get, and it just like it's alive. Like we're alive.
One thing I don't want to do on this show is like
I'm not pushing drugs.
Don't push psychedelic. It's not for everybody.
I didn't say it was for everybody. What I'm saying is like, as ugly and as dark as life can get, there are some like you ever sat on a roof and watch the freaking sunrise? That shit is fucking beautiful. That shit will bring tears to your eyes. You sit in the right spot.
So let me change what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the world is always ugly. But I feel like a lot of us, we have this thing where it's like, and I'm probably going to get roasted for this.
Rose-colored glasses.
We like to wear rose-colored glasses. We like to be like, love your body. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And then she dies like a fucking month later for fucking being unhealthy.
Death is beautiful too.
That's the thing. I feel like we have a very hard time in this fucking society for like calling shit for what it is. And I feel like nothing good comes from candy coating things unless we're talking about children. And I'm not a child. Don't sugarcoat it for me. Tell me what it is. You know what I mean?
You know what I think this is? I think this conversation comes full circle. You live in that world, just like how a gang member lives in his world. Mm-hmm. Basically, so it's like just like how the people live by the sword, die by the sword, just like that. That's just their world. That world of just like the contrast between love and gloom. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just the paint palette you choose to paint your life with.
But I also, that's all it is. Hold on, I'm still also the same person that like, I lived in that world, but I also create my own bubbles. Mm-hmm. Like I believe like I always say, time and time again, I'm a huge believer of energies, and I don't allow certain energies around me. Like I like for long periods of time. Like obviously you got to go amongst the world, but like when you come to my house, bro, it's like my house is so peaceful. My house, like I create this world. Like it doesn't have to be that.
But that's your spectrum. But I'm saying the contrast of like look at it like you're a vibe. Everybody's a vibe. Like you paint a picture. I'm creating an aesthetic. Your art aesthetic is love and gloom. That's what I'm saying. But the aspects of love is the reason why people can trust you, why you're peaceful. You get what I'm saying? The aspects of the gloom is Black Valentine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's just like one aspect of it. It's not all just that. It's like there's other layers. You know what I mean? Like I just find that theme to be like I guess it could be had to do with traumas in my life and things I've been through in my life. But I feel like that theme for that time was good. But then I have other albums where it was like on some like I was working on an album that was supposed to be like I was trying to do what's the fucking genre called where it was lo-fi. Where it was just like on some chill vibes type shit, and that's where I was at that point in life. But you know, it still doesn't take. I still when I say I like to see the emotion in things. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't like you ever watch a show and it's just like I ain't like it because the acting was bad. You're not getting that's not how real people are. You know what I mean? Like I like to see like. If we're gonna watch a show like Game of Thrones, I don't know if did you watch that? You didn't watch it, right?
A couple episodes.
All right. So the reason why I like Game of Thrones is because normally in a show when there's a bad guy, why is he trying to do what he does? Because he wants to take over the world, right? Nobody wants to do that. In Game of Thrones, the bad guy, it was hard to dislike him at a certain point because you start to understand his motives for things, and it was just like. Well, I felt that way before. It's something that you can understand. Like it's just, it's believable. Right. That's what I mean. Like if you're gonna be a thug ass nigga like 50 Cent or Hustler's Anthem or Hustler's Ambition, that is my forever gonna be whenever my song I play when I want to get shit done. Right. Because I am embodying 50 Cent when I listen to that shit, and that now I'm 50 Cent when I'm doing my shit.
Because when I was like, wait, you live in that world.
I lived in that world. I don't want to say like I don't want you to think like that's I'm not
that's why I thought it was so crazy.
Nah, bro. That's what I thought it was crazy. I will say I am a pessimistic person. Like I take shit like you have to prove to me you are who you are before I believe it. I won't walk around here like he's probably just
that's good.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not on some I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't have. I struggle from depression, but it's not on some like everything's bad all the time. It's not like that. Yeah, my shit is like, oh okay, let me make sure this nigga not trying to. You know what I mean? Like I'm very vigilant. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. But it's as far as like, I have a lot of happy moments, bro. Like I see and cry, just think about like look at my little sisters and how they grown and shit. My mama, how much she sacrificed for a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not on everything's bad.
Nah, it don't mean you're not one dimensional.
Yeah, but when you say like live in that world, I don't want you to think like on some like this nigga just. I don't know, like just all think about love and shit. Like that's definitely not it.
A nigga like the same analogy. The gangster nigga, he's still gonna pet a dog. Like it's like niggas don't. Yeah, that's what I'm like. It's
but I'm not. But hold on,
it's like the identity.
But that's what I'm saying. The niggas but I said that. in the 80s and 90s, things like that was normal for you to grow up in that environment. It's less than likely nowadays for that to be your norm unless you're in specific places.
Right.
Like LA, like, you know, the hood LA, Chicago in certain areas. All right, we get it. I understand why you feel like you need to be that way. My nigga, if you grew up in Beverly Hills, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. And there's no need for you to do that.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. And granted, like there's people that are like that. Like we live in North Shore. We see some niggas.
I don't live in no damn North Shore.
Well, we used to. Yeah, we used to. We see some niggas that's like, bro,
stop.
You're not even like that. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's just, that's what I'm saying. If you true to the game, hey man, listen, be true to the game, but also try to seek a way out.
Yeah,
that's it.
Creating new lanes for your identity.
Yeah.
What you got to say, Sade? You've been over there a little quiet.
I'm just listening.
My fault. I went on a little.
No, it's okay. Because I, as a person who's a lot like you, I also can jump to the other side of the spectrum. Like, as much as I'm Wednesday Addams, I'm still a Disney kid. Like, I see the realities and I know how dark and ugly this world could get. But I've also, like, just in meditation. Like, just sitting in the grass and just, like, being present is just, like, I see that I can find the beauty in the world and I want to believe in the benevolence of the world. Like,
what I'm trying to say, right? Sorry to cut you off. What I'm trying to say to keep the thought is, like, everybody lives in a certain world that goes with their identity. The world I kind of live in is like that underdog world. Started from the bottom, I was hungry. Yeah. Like, I just like being... It's just weird. I like being the underdog, and I like coming up. And I love that too. That you get what I'm saying?
I love the fucking...
And it's like, sometimes niggas that be like, no, everybody's not out to get you. Like, relax,
I get
nigga.
what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
And so it's like, sense, I just live in a certain world to where it's like, yo, we gonna go to the gym today. We gonna fuck up this Monday.
Yeah. It motivates you.
We gonna fuck up this Monday. And we gonna do this. We gonna do that. We not gonna stop until it's like, well, nigga, like,
and nobody's down you, but I get that.
Yeah, nobody's down you. Relax.
It's what gets you going.
But it gets you there though. That's
I live in that world. All the songs that I like are like the underdog
have to do
songs.
And I fuck with that. Know? I fuck with that. I fuck with that. And in that sense, I guess you could say I do live there because I'm not gonna lie. There's songs. I don't know if it's the lack of authenticity to certain things that are like extra happy. Like I don't like Christmas. I don't like the holiday season.
I don't either.
That shit is so fake.
It is. I don't either.
I hate Christmas music. Like you would think I was the Grinch. I don't want niggas to not be happy, but I'm just like, oh, it's just fake. Man.
But I'm saying the glue. That's what I'm trying to say.
Because that's not real, bro.
But the glue is where you live, and it's funny though.
My nigga, I'm from New York City, B. You know what I'm talking about? When niggas you see a bum on the street having a seizure, and niggas will keep walking on about they day, cuz. You know what I'm talking about? No, I'm playing with you. But that ass.
The glue is funny, man.
I don't know, bro.
See, that's like, I'm as gloomy as I am. I love rainy days. Like, I love walking in the rain, listening to fucking sad music. It's happy to me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's a little something about that did hit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that shit do hit though.
Like, I love sitting in the dark. I love sitting. Like, I am a gloom person, but I see the beauty and the love in it. Like, I don't think it's necessarily cool. Like I listen to like Lana Del Rey and Amy Winehouse, and I just have days where I'm just like I just feel like it's just a lower vibration. It's not so up there. But like I said, I live on both.
It's a vibe. Like I
live on both sides.
It's like you could look at Sin City as like, this movie's too dark, or you can be like, that shit is fire.
Word. That shit is fire.
But
Noir.
That's what I'm saying. I love dark shit.
What you said. When I'm trying to tell you, I'm not trying to put you in a box.
Oh no, I ain't gonna lie. I thought you were trying to say a little something.
It's just putting me in a perspective. Like now I can direct a video for you. You get what I'm saying? Now, like, cause I always like see people's worlds, and I can like, I'll make like a cloud in CGI follow you when it's raining, You get what I'm saying? And it's bright everywhere else.
All right, here's a good
make
question.
that look cool.
Who would be if you could take any a character in like the universe, any universe?
Yeah.
What would be your avatar?
What do you mean though?
Like your avatar, like to embody your like
essence.
you know how Beyonce got Sasha Fierce?
Yeah.
Who would be your embodiment? Like what character? You know what I'm saying? Like in the world, like fucking Tasmanian devil, like or a person, The Rock. You know what I mean? Like what would embody your? Like,
I always said I was talking about this is crazy. I was talking about this the other day. I remember I was in like first grade or something, right? And the teacher told us to draw how we're gonna look when we get older. Right? And yeah. And everybody was drawing themselves with like beards and like top hats and shit like that. And I drew myself dumb brolic. I drew myself and I was the only one who drew myself with muscles. And I was just like I look like a superhero, right? And they were like people looking at like why'd you draw it like that? And it's like Spider-Man's brolic, Batman's brolic. Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
That's who you are.
Like all the people I look up to now are brolic. Then I grew older in 13 or 14. Stone Cold's brolic, The Rock is brolic. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And I just saw this like I was obsessed with The Rock at a certain age, right? Me too.
That's the only book I ever read when I was a kid.
Yeah, I was like obsessed with The Rock, and I looked at like he was brolic. And he had the Versace glasses with the high, and he talked mad shit. Yeah. And he was just like he kept himself clean. Yeah. Then I'm older, and I grow up, and I'm older in my 30s now, and I see this new avatar, Andrew Tate, right? And I'm like, I've seen this avatar before. This avatar is The Rock. Yeah. Somebody that talks so much shit and can back it up. Versace shirts, my Bugatti, and nobody could. And you know what I'm saying? All the girls, and it's just like these avatars don't change. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? They're archetypes. So it would be the archetype of this fucking talk shit loudmouth that can back it up. Brolic, expensive, high taste living, comical asshole.
That's dope. For me, it's gonna be cliche as fuck, but it'll be the Joker.
I love the Joker.
But Heath Ledger Joker.
That's the bomb ass Joker.
Heath Ledger Joker.
It was because he was a little deeper.
I feel like there was a method behind his madness.
Right.
And he also saw shit for what it really was.
You guys are too satire, like not real, like melancholy, like real, like kind of gloomy.
But that's the thing, though. It's
that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like I'm a little dualistic in nature because.
Have you seen The Terrifier?
It's my shit. I love that movie.
What is that?
Oh, I love that.
It's
movie
just
so
like
much.
killer clown movie, but like it's fucking twisted, and it's.
I'm very cynical.
It's funny.
Cynical. That's the
cynical.
Word.
That's it.
I'm super cynical, but at the same time, I'm super bubbly.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I feel like you're wearing a mask. I'm not gonna lie to you because the comedian that you see, it's just like what's acceptable.
Right.
My nigga, I've been writing this shit in music for years, bro. This is what people want to see.
That's crazy.
So here's the fucking cotton candy that you want to see. Nobody wants to hear what you really
that
think.
just made me understand y'all like 10 times more. And I've been knew y'all. That's crazy.
I'm just saying,
like everybody's like an archetype.
Yeah, definitely.
That shit is what do you see in my archetype?
Pretty much what you say.
Yeah.
Pretty much what you say. I can tell that you think like niggas don't see you. But I don't think you realize how much you accomplish.
I know, but even my sisters tell me like not everybody's out to get you.
I don't even think it's about out to get you,
because it's like
I think you think the doubt is there.
I won't let them defeat me.
But
nobody's trying to.
But that's cool though. That's what drives you to get to where you've been at and where you're going. Yeah. So in the end of the day, if it gets you there, then cool. But I can see that. I can see that you like you have. You have the feeling that to prove yourself, you know what I mean? Which is honorable. I don't see nothing wrong with that at all. Right. I don't see nothing wrong with that at all.
Well, how the hell do y'all see me?
I see you as exactly what you portray, like this spiritual goddess type of
definitely.
You definitely live
I've always
there.
Been
celestial.
There. Like definitely ethereal.
If somebody asks you a question, you're not gonna give them like a concrete, straight
answer.
Concrete answer. It's gonna be like, well,
take a walk.
It's gonna make you think.
It's gonna be like, well, the sky and the moon and it's just like, no.
What time is it though?
What time is it? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've always been that way too. That's definitely, that's why I said it's really weird because you call it a mask and I just say it was just exploring this.
I don't mean that.
No,
yeah.
It's okay because I wore it as a mask. Like I played a dumb space cadet blonde like for years, but it was me. It was just like this little portion of me because I realized like I would walk around very cynical, very dark and gloomy, but I noticed like if I wore all black, I have a completely different personality, and sometimes I would force myself to wear colors and I'd have a whole nother personality. Like it's almost like I didn't realize my shadow self is like a fucking pixie. Where I walk around as Wednesday Addams, but I'm fucking. There's an aspect of myself that's a little like bright and like my nickname was Sunshine.
Exactly. So I like as somebody that's like I'm not gonna lie, I consider myself to be a master at body doubling. Mm-hmm. I can definitely see that you're good at that.
I'm extremely adaptable.
And that shit right there is like I feel like. I can kind of see. I don't know. I don't want to like sound like. I just feel like people are like kind of. I don't know, like not predictable, but just like people just want to like relate, and you just like I don't know. People don't want to hear the truth. Like,
well, I'm kind of oppositional in nature, so I don't really care.
So for instance, like the whole Kanye thing with the Jewish statement he made. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to talk about what he's talking about. Right. They want to talk about how it sounded. Right. The whole thing of talking about like the transgender issues with media, and I'm like how people saying that media has an agenda nowadays pushing on our kids. Nobody wants to talk about the facts of like I don't think it's necessary for us to talk about Batman and Robin's sexual orientation. Right. Like it never was a topic before. You know what I mean? Right. But bringing up that situation, like it will be used. I feel like everything is like, you can't say anything without it being flipped to something else. Mm-hmm. Because nobody wants to have real conversations.
Everything, it's almost like I'm having a little epiphany on this show. Everything is about identity. Yes. And everything is about the identity that you want to portray.
Yeah, I made a TikTok about that.
From like the people you see like rapping, a lot of the times like rappers are just spokespeople for an identity or an idea. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of the times like you'll hear a rapper rapping consciously because he wants to be in the lane of those Mos Defs, or he wants to be in the lane of the Kendrick Lamars, but how consciously is he really living his life? You know what I mean? And how consciously is he like? Are these people really politicians? Are they conscious leaders? You know what I mean? Like a lot of the times when we're talking about it comes full circle. We talk about the gangsters, right? And
identity.
He wants to portray a certain identity for other people. It's almost like I know a lot of people that listen to music and they only listen to the type of music that confirms their identity. So they only want to be caught listening to the 50 Cent, driving in his car listening to 50 Cent so other niggas can know what type of nigga he is. You know? And it's like, we're talking about the worlds that we live in. Those worlds that we live in, the internet came out and those became our avatars. Like underneath our pictures, it says spiritual goddess.
Mine definitely says goddess.
Underdog. You get what I'm saying? Black Valentine. You get what I'm saying? Like, we all live our identities. For the people watching, it's a good way to close it off. What world do you live in?
Word.
You know what I'm saying? What when I look at the comments, what you gonna have? Like, even the people that have like dumb avatars, they got like the little cat face, or like, you gonna say ASAP Rocky, like in the crowd and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? You a comical, you a funny guy. Even the trolls, that says something about you. Like,
absolutely.
What type of like it's almost like the trolls are what they call the NPCs. Yeah. Everybody's a troll now.
Everybody's a troll.
Everybody has
sarcasm is my nigga. When I was on like dating apps, my fault. I know we ended it. I was on dating apps. Do you know that like sarcasm was like a requirement to some girls' pages? Like, your sarcasm has to be up. Like,
that's so funny.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
We gonna get into that. But that concludes this episode of the IC. Sean Johnson, Ohead, Steph, Sade, Renee. Namaste. What type of mask are you wearing? What type of identity
are you hiding?
Are you hiding, or are you fucking
assuming?
Or are you assuming that you show everybody?
You know damn well you hiding.
A lot of motherfuckers is hiding. This is I'm not gonna front. This is the most revealing thing I ever did. People have so many different ideas of me when I was doing my music videos and like I had my shades on and I'm rapping in the camera and things like that. Or I'll meet them and they'll be like, "You quiet."
You humanizing yourself.
Yeah, because like you see me and I'm like rapping to you on the camera. Like, I can't like just shut the fuck up for like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? I gotta perform for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exhausting.
Yeah, I love just like, everybody should love being themselves. This is the IC. Holla back at you.
You did.
Get the fuck out of my face.